Good afternoon. Very pleased to welcome Mr. Ahmed El Naggar, Director Middle East and Africa at Plastic Bank. We know digital banks, we know Islamic banks, we know conventional banks.
Yes.
You went all the way with a plastic bank. Would you please tell us more about your organization?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time and opportunity to conduct this interview and to raise more awareness on the ESG importance in the Middle East and globally. So Plastic Bank is a social franchise that is focused on ending plastic waste while alleviating poverty and improving brand narratives on how they impose social impact to emerging economies, how they relate to their consumers by having this social responsibility. How can we give back to the communities and at the same time saving the environment, increasing the awareness and on the environmental biodiversity.
Yeah. How can we make it more lucrative for all stakeholders, for people, for you, for all the stakeholders? How can we make it financially viable, attractive?
Yes, we look into plastic as a resource, as a source of fortune to some people, as a chance, as an opportunity to give back to those underserved people and the people who are suffering. They don't have the proper meal for one day, for example, in many of the emerging economies. This is where we step in, and this is where the brands have this sense of responsibility of giving back to the consumers through the initiatives of sustainable packaging and social impact of how can we collect as many plastic as we can to benefit these people? Simply given plastic as a currency where people can make extra incentives and brands can provide financial inclusion to these people to end plastic waste and at the same time alleviate poverty.
Well, you're active in Egypt, you're active in the Philippines, in
yes.
the other. What is next beyond Egypt in the MENA region?
For us, Plastic Bank has been around since 10 years. We use blockchain.
You are based in Canada.
Yeah,
headquartered in Canada.
Plastic Bank headquarters is in Canada, but we have local existence and local ecosystems of collection in all the countries we exist in. So we exist in 6 countries: Egypt, Philippines, Indonesia, Brazil, Cameroon, and Thailand. And did I say Brazil, right?
Yes.
Yes. We have over 37,000 collectors collecting plastic daily and enjoying the benefits. Mm-hmm. We actualize this impact using blockchain. We have something called a digital ledger where you can track down, for example, Ahmed from Egypt has collected 50 bottles. He got paid this amount at this time of the day. We have something called level 3 traceability. I'm stating all of the things that we do differently. Why? Because brands need to be aware on how responsible are we towards our people, number one. Number two, we are very serious around our commitment to end plastic waste. So level 3 traceability is basically we have the names and the national IDs and all the data of the collectors that we have globally.
How many?
We have more than 37,000 collectors. Mm-hmm. In Egypt, we're addressing around 2,500,
yes.
For example, in Egypt. They're enjoying everything from school tuition, medical insurance, buying school supplies. We are looking to the financial inclusions of the collectors and their families.
Yeah, so you are present heavily on the ground in Egypt,
yes.
Where we met at the Egypt Sustainability Forum in Gardaqa.
Yes.
We are today in Dubai.
Yes.
We know that you are very active as well. You have many partners in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
So what about your partners in the MENA region? While you are active on the ground in Egypt, you have so many partners, especially in the Gulf.
Yes, for many brands or the engagement of organizations differently commercially in the Middle East, we welcome all the engagement. We welcome the financial inclusion and the opportunities these brands can give to include as many people as possible, to open more branches, to collect more plastic, and to help at the same time address the more important thing, which is the social responsibility of these brands towards the consumers. For example, if I'm buying a product, this watch, I'm buying it for $10. What if I bought it for $12 and these $2 extra went to benefit a kid in Egypt for education or medical insurance? People would pay a premium actually to have a green product. So it's giving back to the environment and at the same time, it's helping advance the circular economy.
Mr. Ahmed, that's the first interview and I promise you we will be having many more in future.
It's my pleasure.
Plastic Bank. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.